Now let's take a live look at the state capitol. A week from tomorrow, California's new budget year starts, but the state's leaders still do not have a plan. Talks on the state's budget for the upcoming year. Boy, are they coming down to the wire.
Let's bring in KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala, who has been tracking all of this for several weeks now. So where does everything stand right now, Ashley?
Andrea, California lawmakers and the governor have one main job, and that's to figure out how exactly to use your taxpayer dollars every year. And they have just days now to sort this out. The challenge this year is figuring out how to handle the state's $12 billion incoming budget shortfall. At the state capitol today, those negotiations continued, and Democrats are being tight-lipped about these talks that are happening behind closed doors. We know there has been an overall difference in opinion between the governor and Democrats in the legislature on just how much to spend this year. The governor broadly is trying to cut back, while Democratic leaders are trying to hold off on making major cuts for now. Some of the bigger items we're watching: how the state moves forward with the program that provides health care to low-income undocumented immigrants, and what state leaders will do with the money meant to boost the pay for the doctors that care for them. We're also watching how much, or even if, the state puts money toward homelessness and housing efforts, and how much the state provides to make a new crime law effective known as Proposition 36. That establishes a new treatment-mandated felony for repeat thieves and drug dealers. I checked in with the Assembly's Budget Chairman Jesse Gabriel on where these talks stand broadly.
So we are getting down to the finish line here. A lot of conversations. As you know, it's been a challenging budget environment for the state, particularly with everything going on in Washington, D.C., the threats that we see from the federal government. But we are working hard with our partners in the Senate and the administration, trying to work through the multitude of issues and hoping to get to the finish line pretty soon. Hopefully folks got a good sense when we passed the legislative version of the budget last week, the approach that the legislature has taken to this to try to protect safety net programs, protect public education, but also balance that with fiscal responsibility and making sure that the state is fiscally resilient. So our approach of compassion and fiscal responsibility is really what's driving our approach here.
At this point, no one has been able to give us a timeline for this week, what we can expect. Earlier today, I was told there was a possibility we'd have something in writing tomorrow morning, Tuesday. That could be voted on Friday, but as the day went on, I also started to hear the possibility of a vote next Monday, which is the day before the budget needs to go into effect, one of the closest calls that the legislature could make at this point. We are keeping an eye on all of it.
Yeah, certainly last minute. So is there a specific holdup or an item that they're stuck on that's really keeping them from finalizing the budget?
My sources at the state capitol indicate there's some finger pointing happening between the Assembly and the state Senate, apparently on several issues. One in particular, for example, having to do with a push to change the California Environmental Quality Act in order to make it easier to build new housing across the state. Democrats have been divided over this, but the governor has been supportive of this and actually said he wanted to get this done through the state's budget process so that those reforms could go into effect immediately. That's, again, just one of the sticking points I'm hearing. Now, I did reach out to Governor Newsom this afternoon just to check in to see if his office had anything to share overall about these negotiations, but nothing yet. Back to you.
All right, thank you.